today we're just going to be talking about sketchy stuff that's happened to us in our lives while just playing this game.
The last one is going to shock everyone.
Yeah.
Alright.
And the first one's probably going to shock you.
Alright.
So basically, the first thing that ever happened was, one time, so basically, I kept falling on my scooter, and it felt like somebody was actually pushing me. So, I'm like, that's weird. So, what's happening is, I am starting to, go to the Halloween shop because it's almost Halloween. So, I want to be a Ghostbuster, but, like I always am, but here's the thing. I really wanted this new Proton Pack. So, whenever I got it, it was very weird. I got that Proton Pack, and then, for fun, I busted that scooter that I was always falling on. And after that day, I've never fell off of it ever in my life. Is that creepy?
Like and comment, sketch if you think that's it.
Wait, what?
Now, it's time for my story.
Okay.
So, one time, I was in my basement with my mom. When my mom and my dad were having difficulties because they had some very bad. We were in the basement. It was very dark. And when I turned off the lights, I could hear a voice in the distance with the water pump. And when I went to check out what it was when I turned the light back on, there it went. I have no idea what touched me. Some type of slimy figure had touched my nipples. And I was wondering what that was. And then I ran back straight to the couch where my mom was waiting for me on. And when I went to the couch, I felt something tickle my foot. So I was starting to get really scared. I jumped up out of the couch. I told my mom, how about we sleep in my room tonight? And she agreed, and then she decided, why don't we just sleep in my room? So we slept in her room while my dad was sleeping on the couch. And I heard weird noises coming from downstairs while I was upstairs with my mom. So I wondered, what is that? I came downstairs, and the first step that I took, I felt some type of thing squeezing my arm. And I was wondering what it was. So I ran back upstairs to my room. I got the Nerf gun. And then I grabbed my emergency knife that wasn't a real knife. It's just a knife that I keep just for safety. Hashtag my own safety. And so, by the second that I grabbed it, something slapped me in the face. So I decided, I'm just going to go to bed. I don't care if I hear any sound. When I was in the bed, something was tickling my feet, so I decided, I'm going to sleep in my room. And then everything ended. And I was perfectly fine. Though the next morning I tripped on the stairs, even though I didn't even trip on something. And that's what I was wondering was going on. But I didn't care because I was going to go with the skate park with my friend Vinny right next to me here. The person that told the first story. Alright, now back to you.
This freaked me out. I was crying after this. If you guys get very scared easily, you will probably want to leave this video right here. So basically what happened was, one time, I don't even know how to say this. I was in my room, and, I have a fork for my bed, and, whenever I was in there, I was just really mad at my brother because he got me grounded, so I went into that fort, and now, touch me, and then I look where that was, and then I see the blanket of the fort moving, even though I locked the door of my room. So I unlock it, and then open it up, and just hope that it went out. So I'm just crying right there. And then, here's the thing. My lights go out. So I go out of my room, and my lights are back on whenever I try to tell my mom. So that's when the weird thing happens. I go back into my room, and whenever I close my eyes to try and take a nap, that's when I start crying. I freaking saw a demon trying to grab me. But since it was a demon, it couldn't. So that's the part where I open my eyes and start crying. And then I just am like, Mom, can you help? And then I walk out. My mom, my baby brother, and my brother's door are open. So I'm just like, am I home alone? Where is everybody?
Now, this next story is everything compared to the one that we just told. It is so scary that you might want to get under the covers of your blankets or whatever you're on right now, because this is about to get scary. So, one morning, it was storming, and it was April 20th, May 20th of 2023. I was just waiting for the storm to pass, and then a tornado warning came on. After the tornado warning, I thought that it was over. Then I quickly felt something. Well, I quickly saw the door open, and I was wondering, that's probably just the wind, and my brother probably just didn't open it right, because he honestly just loves to do karate in the rain or in the storm. And I thought that the storm was over and that was just rain, but turns out, oh my gosh, it was so scary. The storm was still there, nothing had changed, and the siren went off. Everything turned off. So then I decided I'm gonna go make some popcorn once all of the power goes back on. So I went to the microwave, and then when it went back on, I turned on the microwave. It said 666, and my brain was telling me this is a living nightmare in hell. So I decided to go to my room and drink some milk that I got, and from the fridge that was half drinked, half empty, or half filled. And so when I went to get that drink, going to my neighbor's house, asking them if I can sleep there, because some weird things are going on in my house, and there's something wrong with it. But then, it didn't grab me, so I went into my room, and I was like, okay, it's just normal, this is fine. And then when I went into my room, door closed, windows open, light turned off. That was the scariest thing that had happened to me in my life. Now, about this is a real thing that happened to me, and some other people have had similar things happen to them. And all of us, together, we call this the storm syndrome. And so, because the storm syndrome is so common, we decided we're going to write an article about it. And that article is being released in about 2026. So stay on our channel, and we might even release it as a video. Alright, stay tuned. Now, it's the other story.
This is the last story and the creepiest story. You need to click off this video unless you want to poop your pants. One time, whenever I was going to bed, normal stuff, I was freaking scared because I saw a shadow, and then my lights went out because I have this night light. No, I don't have a night light. It's just so if I wake up in the middle of the night, I can see where I'm going. But basically what happens is, whenever that was on, I see dude, did you have a good night's sleep? Because I saw this hand trying to get me. Or like, dude, I went into my mom and dad's room and like, I saw this creepy figure. Like, is this thing going around the world? What? And then I was like, it happened to me. And then they were like, wait, what? And then the text messages were gone. And my text message was gone.
And this similar case has happened to hundreds of people around the world. There's a whole police statement about it. And if you don't believe me, read about it. It's happened to a bunch of people around the world. There's a whole documentary about it. About deep sleep death.
Okay, this will be a wrap for this video.
If you liked this video and we should make more of this content and other content, please consider liking and subscribing.
And leaving it down in the comments.
And comment down sketch if you had a great time watching this.